That's right. In fact, the Eastern Cape Premier and the ANC chairperson, in fact, has arrived here at this voting station in East London to cast his vote. But I think it's also important to sort of like show you some of the people that are already here in the queue making their way, essentially to make one of the most important things to vote in democratic South Africa. Why these elections are so important, it's because everyone that you're seeing here is here to elect people to represent them in the council. And you can see that people are sitting quietly and they're being assisted here by IEC officials. But I think it's also important then to tell you about this particular ward. The population in this ward is about 14,000, and there's about 8,000 people that are registered to vote. And in 2016 local government elections, the ANC received about 47% of the votes, followed by the DA at 13%. The FF received 1%, as well as the UDM, as well as the ACDP. You can see some of the IC officials already then helping the people that are here to cast their ballots. In the Buffalo City Municipality, there's about 400,000 people that are registered to vote. In the Eastern Cape, there's over 3 million people that are registered to vote. And here in this particular ward, we understand there's about 88,000 people that are registered to vote here. So we're going to see then how the results will fan, considering the fact that in this particular ward we're also starting to see, in fact, not only in this particular ward, in also other wards here in the Eastern Cape and also in the country, we're starting to see a lot of independent candidates also also raising their hands in these elections. So that's the picture then here in the Eastern Cape, at least in Buffalo City Municipality. I also think it is important for me to note that we've received reports from police that there was a voting station that was disrupted in the Bizana area, in the former Transkei area, because of the service delivery protests that are taking place in that particular area. We're told then that police are on the scene trying to deal with that particular situation.
So, of course, we cannot cast out the controversies that have come out in line with Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane, and of course him heading to court over damning graft report, and now the court suspending that report. He, a man who has been marred in allegations and a lot of controversy, will also be heading to that polling station to cast his vote.
That's right. In fact, he's here. I'm trying to see if I can squeeze a word out of him. Oscar Mabuyane, how are you?
I'm fine, Malunga. How are you?
I see your chest is out, your head is high. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. Yeah. It's quite cool. Always exciting to come and really enjoy this universal suffrage right. To cast your vote. Many people paid the ultimate price for us to be where we are as a country. We have come a long way. We know where we are coming from. We know where we are. We know where we are heading to. Yeah. So we're here to cast our votes to make sure that even those who actually sacrifice their lives for us are not really regretting.
But I have to ask you this question, because we've been into some communities where people are saying that they're not going to vote because they're not happy with the candidate that the ANC has put up. What would you say? Why has that been allowed? I mean, people are not exercising their democratic right because of the ANC. That's what they're saying.
No, it can be. It can be. ANC is the only democratic organization here in South Africa that exercises democracy beyond its limit. The ANC, within its internal processes, exercises democracy. ANC, in its selection process, in its guidelines, forces every structure of the ANC go public for people to actually exercise their right. We have communicated that to everyone. When we realized, when we detected that there are such incidences in selected areas, we instituted a process. There was a process of dispute which was led by PLC. There is a process now of processing complaints, which we have a committee that deals with that, and we have committed to the public. Where indeed that our guidelines have been undermined, we're going to change those candidates. We're still saying that today. We have communicated to that, and it cannot make people not to vote. Well, this is so important.
They're not voting.
That's a few selected areas. We talk about 710 wards in here in the Eastern Cape. So many wards are all out. Few incidents have been reported. We are resolving those incidents as we speak. The leadership is on the ground. We are attending to our people. We are assuring our people. Yes, we regret and we are disappointed that there are some amongst us who decided to do opposite from what was instructed by the ANC. We're dealing with those individuals, but when ANC has spoken and also unequivocally said that we must comply with the due process, that cannot be undermined by any single individual member of the ANC.
All right, Oscar Mabuyane, he is the chairperson of the ANC here in the province, but he's also the premier of the Eastern Cape. I want to see him, if please you can just give me a minute. I want to see if I can squeeze in some of the people that are in the line. Hello, ma'am, how are you?
All right, and you?
You're live on Newzroom Afrika. Don't look away. I mean, tell me about the importance of you coming to vote here.
Today is an important day for all the South Africans to make their difference, to vote for the local government.
Is there a particular issue that has made you to come here and vote?
Yes.
What?
Service delivery.
Service delivery.
To the poor. I feel that the ruling government is failing the poor people. That's why I've come today to make my mark.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. In fact, Mpo, the issue about service delivery cuts across really, whether you are in the former Transkei region in the Elliotdale area, or you are in Port Alfred, or here in East London, a place that's perceived to be more urban. People want service delivery, and people are not happy with the service delivery that they have been receiving from this government.